everyone, Tommy Steenberg here to judge the Quest for Creativity. So first of all, thank you to Kate and Garrett and the American Ice Theater for hosting this year's Quest for Creativity 2020. And so this year we will be looking at composition and creativity. I'll give a score for each of the 7 skaters and some comments. So I'm going to go ahead and do it in no particular order, starting with Mia Rocco. So Mia, I thought this was a great composition. You had really nice ice coverage, and I'd say watch for the in-betweens and make sure the arms are choreographed and flowing at all times. I really like the pensive feel that you created by staring in the distance throughout the piece. It definitely matches the feeling of the music and was very intuitive and smart to portray right down to the ending pose. And as far as the creativity, I love the timing for the flying camel when it's just her voice, and I like the drop swing after the spin, just another interesting moment for me. So I gave composition 20.5 out of 30, and I gave the creativity a 20 for a total of 40.5. Next I have Abby Pierce. So I thought this composition was off to such a great start, and I really wish it was longer. I thought the pattern on the ice was interesting though. And I would say work on blending one thought into the next also. I thought that the opening was really interesting in the sense that it looked like an intentional parallel position with both of your feet, intentionally not turned out. And the kicking spiral was very intriguing too. So I was left wanting more. I had the composition at a 17.5, the creativity at a 20.5 for a total of 38 for this piece. Next I have Sky Patton. For your composition, I wanted more ice coverage. I was missing about a third of the ice, but it looked like maybe there was more to be done with this piece also, so I hope that maybe you continue working on it because it's very cool. I really like the unpredictability of the pattern that you did have, and I think it was a little short to have a beginning, middle, and end of the storyline, so I had to dock a little bit for that, but there was a clear purpose behind this piece, a very clear purpose and very interesting movement. I love the ghoulish quality in the opening. It caught my attention so much, and I liked the laying down moment at center ice, and you got me at the end too with the fantastic knee slide. So I was really intrigued throughout, and I thought that this piece really captured what the Quest for Creativity is about. So I had your composition at a 22.5, and I had the creativity at a 24. So a total of 46.5 stars. Next I have Molly Rendell. I thought this composition had such a nice lyrical quality, and there's nice versatility in terms of a variety of steps and skating turns. And I liked how when the music built towards the end, you were skating your fastest, and the timing of the layback was also very effective. In terms of the creativity, I felt that there weren't very many surprising moments per se, but it was really easy on the eyes and put me in a trance. So I had to mark down a little bit on the innovation end, but I thought the expression to the music was great. So I had the composition at a 23.5 and creativity at an 18.5 for a total of a 42 stars. And then next I have Alexa. So for this composition, I liked the challenge of using 3 skaters at center ice, so that got my attention immediately that it was a trio. I'm not sure, however, what the third person added to this piece, and wanted to kind of see maybe less unison and more contrast between the skaters to really tell a story. So it was hard to pin down the purpose behind this piece for me. So I thought, I normally think of this song as being like an intimate love letter from one person to another, so the trio was a very surprising idea for sure, and I think there are moments that were creative and could have gone even further, like during that magical mystery ride lyric. It would have been really cool to see the skaters gliding forward together through that movement in their line. So I had this composition at a 17, creativity at a 18 for a total of 35 stars. Next I have Ariel McCoy. So I really like the contrast of movement followed by the angularity of the heel in the ice right off the bat in this piece. And I didn't find the placement of the spin to particularly have significance. but I thought there were lyrical, pretty arms throughout, and very nice connection from one step into the next. I love the dance stop in this piece. I think it was near the blue line. And usage of the body to accentuate percussion in the music. Lots of really pretty edge elements and many theatrical moments to include the split jump with the fantastic arm position. That's not easy to do. So that was much appreciated. So I had the composition at a 21, creativity at a 23 out of 30, for a total of 44 stars. And then last I have Sonia Hilmer. So in this composition, I really like that off the bat, I knew exactly what this piece was about. The torment that was portrayed in the opening with the back and forth unpredictability and erratic movement was very cool in the opening. There's a lot of rotational change, which I'm always a fan of. And I think that really helped, in particular, portray the emotion that you wanted to exude in this piece. Very clear ideas that were fully executed before starting a new movement idea. And I liked the phone concept, and this was really the only thing for me. I forgot about it during the piece until you came back to it. So I wouldn't say like get rid of that idea, but I wanted to see more usage of it throughout so I didn't forget about that opening and the storyline. So there was a storyline, but I thought it could have been executed a little more throughout. But I get the continuity of it in a way with the lyrics and that, but I wasn't surprised. I had forgotten about the phone when you came back to it. In terms of creativity, as the percussion picks up, I wanted a little more staccato so that the dynamic change was a little more obvious and varied as the piece progresses. But in general, I thought this was fantastic. Great usage of space. That solo death spiral was amazing, and lots of innovation in this piece. And I think that this also is a really great example of exactly what this competition is about, encouraging. So really, really nice job. And I have the composition at a 24 for this piece, a 24 and a half for creativity, for a total of 48 and a half stars. So really great work, everyone. I hope to see more from all of you in the future. And thank you again for sharing your skating with all of us, especially during these times. It's nice to see some new skating. And thank you again, Kate and Garrett, and the American Ice Theater. And also Audrey for starting this whole theme with the Young Artist Showcase and the Quest for Creativity. And I'm glad I can continue to be a part of it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.